All right, we're live from Coronado Park. I think that's what it's called. I'm not really sure. Me and Kaylee once rode our bikes here from our house. It's about a 30-minute, 45-minute bike ride from our house. Not easy one, but definitely a fun one. Yeah, we came here one time and swam in the bay. That's what's behind me right now is the bay, which I really love because it's not crazy moving and aggressive like the ocean, because I love the ocean too, but I don't know, I have a fear of, I wouldn't say a huge fear, but it's on the back of my mind when I'm swimming is of stingrays. So, but when I came here in the bay, we brought some floaties and we were floating above it, and there was stingrays just right underneath us, which was really cool, but also scary at the same time. But anyways, that's where I'm at right now, is I'm at the bay. I wanted to talk about my moods and how I've been feeling lately and what we've been trying to do. I started the beginning of the year off so strong. We were waking up super early. I was eating super healthy, and I was in keto actually as well, and working out every single morning, running. I had so much energy and I was getting a lot done. And then Kaylee went to Costa Rica, and like I said in the last podcast, maybe you didn't watch it, maybe you did, that I found out that I had trouble being by myself, because it was the first time that I was ever alone with myself, with my thoughts, with my feelings, and kind of found out that I don't like being alone. And that was pretty interesting. Kind of healed that while she was gone, but when I definitely still have a lot of growing to do when it comes to being alone with my thoughts and my feelings. We're always together. We work together, we live together, and so with us working together and being in a one-bedroom house, we're always together. So I never realized that I relied so much on her presence. So that's something that I'm trying to work on. It's still hard because we don't get a lot of alone time, which is okay because I don't really care for it right now. But it's definitely something that I am trying to work on actively. But anyway, so while she was gone, I realized that I'm not good by myself, and so that caused me to spiral out of control in a depression. Instead of dealing with it and trying to heal it, which I did a little bit of, I ended up just going the opposite way, and I smoked a little bit of weed to kind of use as a crutch, which I've been sober from weed now for about a month and a half now again, so that's good, and still sober from alcohol for a year and some months now. I definitely wouldn't go back to alcohol. There was times in my feelings of depression that I was like, oh, well, I could just drink and just feel better. But all my friends and family talked me out of it, which, I wasn't really had a bottle in my hand ready to go. But I definitely went back to weed, which was way easier to do, just because I know that it doesn't affect me like alcohol does. I'm not going to make dumb decisions. It just kind of masks my feelings. It made me have a different perspective. Instead of numbing my feelings like alcohol would have done, it just made me feel that I've been kind of being really silly, over dramatic, I was kind of sad and which are real feelings. I'm not saying my feelings weren't real or anything, but it was just more I was acting as if we broke up or she died or something, and she was gonna be back in 20 days, but that just shows how real and deep those feelings that I have are. When someone is not there and not able to answer me right away, I feel like I'm being abandoned, which has something to do with my childhood. So it was definitely really eye-opening, but fell off, and after I smoked weed, it's kind of harder to maintain your goals and your cravings and stuff. That's why I quit weed in the first place. So it was Girl Scout season at the time, and I ended up buying 2 boxes of Girl Scout cookies, one for me and one for when she gets back, one for when Kaylee gets back. But ended up eating both boxes, and by the time Kaylee came back, I had 12 boxes or so. So I was definitely off the deep end and I was supposed to quit fast food this year, but once again, that was something that I just fell back onto and started using as a crutch, and now I've had fast food more than I would like to say, which is what this episode's kind of about. I wanted to talk about the different moods that food causes. Going into this year, starting off the new year, I was I wanted to do no sugar. You guys hear that? I'm right in front of the Coronado Navy base. So yeah, that's what they do at 8 o'clock. I think it's just about 8 right now. So yeah, and you probably, I don't know if you can see the bridge in the background. It's the Coronado Bridge. It's a really beautiful place. I love it here. But anyways, that's what I wanted to talk about. It's like, here's how I'll explain it. Went into the new year, I was keto, no sugar, no bread, no fast food, obviously, because that's, has all that crap in it. And I was like ready to like take on the year. Kaylee goes away around the end of January. I'm 6 days in, and then all of a sudden, boom, I'm just like in this depressive mood that I should have just handled the way, with my, with running and waking up and eating well still, because I feel like I would have been able to get through it better. But I ended up going and eating sugar again, eating all these bad foods that I don't want to eat. And since she got back, we just have not stopped. Like, it's been like fast food every other day, and if it's not fast food, it's going out to eat. And either way, if it's eating at home healthy, it's like one day, half of a day eating broccoli and chicken, and I just haven't been able to like get back on eating well, and it also stopped me from like waking up early. Like, I'll still write my plans out and want to like wake up early, but I just can't get out of bed. And I know that it has to do with food, because that's what was happening before the year, before I went keto. I was like not able to get out of bed, even though I had a plan. I wanted to do it, made things easy for myself. It's just not easy. So I guess what I want to talk about is like, when you're eating bad and you want to do something, know that you're gonna have to try extra hard, but like make it extra easy for yourself. Like, don't buy the food, don't have it around, have all the good food that you want around, and make it easy for yourself for like wanting to run in the morning, and start doing those things so that like you get past the first week, because once you do get past that first week and you get past those the hard times, and you're starting to eat healthy and you're starting to run, use that momentum. Because there was a time when I was feeling so good that I wanted to make a video about it, and I didn't, which I regret, because I didn't make it because I felt like no one would understand. But I felt so good that I had to talk about it. And like, you don't realize how good you feel until you feel that good. And that's what that video was going to be about. It's like, I was going to say, I feel good. I feel really good. And you don't really know how good you feel until you feel this good. And it was from eating clean. It was from running. It was from working on myself. It was like a high that I got from achieving my goals, and just having a clean body and clean mind, meditating every day, doing Wim Hof every single day, breathing exercise. And I still do breathing exercises every day and meditate. So that's how I know it's food, because I'm still like, I don't do them right when I wake up, or I guess I don't wake up early and do them. I still do them after I wake up a little bit. Sometimes I don't do them when I get to the beach, and that's how I know it's food, because I've been eating fast food and I've been using that as like, oh, it's okay, it's fine. Like yesterday, I had the worst day ever, and I'm not, by the way, I'm not using this as like an excuse to be, to act like, oh, this is why I'm grumpy, but it just makes it harder for me to like catch myself and be like, oh, actually it's because of, it's fine. I don't need to be feeling this way. It just really, maybe because I get all my serotonin from my stomach, that eating, fast food like Jack in the Box or McDonald's makes it harder for me to like, it makes me just have more reactions to things. And it's just crazy. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about in this podcast today. And let people aware, make people aware that it's not your fault, really. We definitely have like free will. We can do what we want and make things happen, and we need to get disciplined. But food does make it harder. So if you're trying to change your life, start new habits, wake up earlier, run, but you're still kind of eating like crap, and you're still using those crutches like fast food, Jack in the Box, Taco Bell, even with intermittent fasting, I think that makes it worse. It makes it harder, to do, because I've been accidentally, I guess I'll say, because I'm not trying to do it on purpose, but I fast for a long time. I usually fast. Sorry, the song's back on again. I don't know if you can hear me while the song's playing, but a lot of noises. I hope this comes out good. Yeah, there's I lost my train of thought. So I've been like fasting all day. There was a day I was trying to get back on it, and I was like gonna fast for 24 hours, and I made it. We made it to like 9 p.m., 10 p.m., and I took a shower and I was gonna go to sleep, and I'd forgotten that I hadn't done this project for somebody, and so I started working on it. And the way my fast food brain is working right now. I was like, well, if I'm going to be staying up late, I'm going to treat myself, and I didn't have anything in the house, so I went and got Jack in the Box on a fasted stomach, and oh man, that was probably one of the worst things I could have done. There was like nothing in my belly, and then I just fed it all that poison, and then the next day, had Taco Bell, and then today, this was just 3 days in a row, I had, not today, so it was the day before I had Taco Bell, and then yesterday I had McDonald's because I had one of the worst days ever. It was so bad. Like, it was a normal day. I kept dropping things, whatever, but they would just, everything would cause me to spin out of like control, and my mind would just be like, what is going on? And I just had a hard time controlling my mood no matter what. It wasn't until the end of the day that me, Kaylee, and her mom went on a walk, and my mood totally shifted, and I felt a lot better. Actually, it was after I ate McDonald's, which was kind of interesting. Maybe like, I don't know if that has something to do with like they put the crap in it that like, then now my body requires the crap to stay good. Like, like an addict who needs to like, which I'm not comparing at all, but like, they need to like take a hit or they'll get sick. Like maybe it was something like that. I don't know. But today I have a show, so I'm really going to try to like not eat badly today. It's hard when I don't pack my lunch for work. But there's lots of healthy things around, salads and stuff. So I'm going to try to get back on my healthy diet. And hopefully by next week, by the next podcast, I can let you know that things have been better. And I've been growing with I've been eating a lot better. And I feel a lot better. And I can try to compare my moods to then. Because my whole goal is to get back on keto. I'm not going to go like die hard keto again. But I'm going to try to be gluten-free as much as possible. And I'm going to try to be keto because in ketosis, when I'm in that state, I feel like amazing. My brain is working a lot faster. I feel lighter. I feel like I can get a lot more done. So that's the goal for me. Kaylee doesn't want to do that. That's my fiance. She doesn't want to be keto, but yeah. And then as far as like goals and stuff, I'm just gonna try to, I'm gonna work on the diet first, and then start implementing like the waking up early and running again. Because that was a really good way to start my day, working out, breathing, meditating, and then cold shower, which I still do the cold shower. I just do a warmer one first, and then I end with cold. I always end with cold, shock the body. I really love that. Still breathe every single day, and I'm going on my breathing journey, which I've talked about. I've already guided Kaylee in one breathing exercise, and I'll have her on the next podcast to talk about that. It was really amazing. It felt really good, and it was interesting to feel the energy and see her go through the emotions and feel those emotions with her as well. And I just wonder if it's going to be like that all the time, every time I lead or guide a breath work session, or will I get used to it, or will it be stronger with a group of people? That's something I'm interested to find out. But I'm on week 5 right now of my breathwork certification, and I'm loving it. It's with the Breath Masters, but I'll go ahead and talk about all that in the next podcast. We have to get going to work. I just wanted to squeeze this one in because if I didn't do it today, I probably wasn't going to do it, and I didn't want to fall off because this is only episode 2, so we got to keep going, guys. But for anyone who's watched and is here right now, like, I really appreciate you guys. I'm gonna keep going with this. I'm gonna work on the health. What I realized about health journeys and self-improvement journeys is they're a roller coaster. They're not always up. They're up, and then down, and then back up and down. The cool thing is you can always start back where you left off, which is nice. So really appreciate you guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Later.